Buonasera and bentornato to another episode of This is Calcio. The past week have been interesting with a midweek match as well as a weekend match for all the teams in the Serie A. First of all, let's take a look at Cremonese up against Milan. The champions couldn't get anything past Cremonese in this game despite having more chances on goal. Cremonese only had one shot on target the whole match, but they managed to draw the champions. Atalanta surprisingly fell to a resilient Lecce, while Juventus scraped on a 1-0 win against Hellas Verona, which I feel was being helped by the referee. Even Hellas Verona posted this on their Twitter. That's right, a handball by Danilo. And of course, Alexandro was rightly sent off in the 93rd minute for denying a clear goal opportunity. He was the last man, so no complaints there, but that penalty should have been given to Hellas Verona. And the other scores in midweek, match week 14. Napoli beat Empoli 2-0 while Spezia got a draw against Udinese. Sassuolo also got a draw against Roma while Torino beat Sampdoria 2-0. Fiorentina beat Salernitana 2-1 while Inter trashed Bologna 6-1. Lazio got a narrow win against Monza. And this was how the table looked like in midweek. Napoli opened up an 8-point lead against Lazio and Milan, while Juventus are up to 4th in the table. Fiorentina sneaked into the top 10, while Cremonese, Sampdoria and Hellas Verona occupy the bottom spaces. The Pantofola d'Oro Superleggera 2.0. The Superleggera 2.0 of course is handcrafted as with every other Pantofola d'Oro boots. It is made with a flexible kangaroo leather upper and has flat laces for optimal ball control. Leather collar offers a reliable ankle support. Studs offer optimal traction and stability. Pantofola d'Oro Del Duca comes in white as well. It is made with 100% calf leather upper instead of the kangaroo leather that comes with the Superleggera 2.0. But don't get me wrong, this is also a really comfortable pair of boots. It is of course hand stitched like any other Pantofola d'Oro boots. And thanks to Peach Performance, they are giving a 10% discount if you use this code upon checkout. So click the link in the description or in the bio, wherever you're watching this from, and get your golden slippers now. And then here comes the weekend match week 15. An interesting matchup, Atalanta up against Inter. Inter fell to an early goal scored by Ademola Lookman from the penalty spot. But Edin Dzeko started the comeback for Inter as he scored 10 minutes after. Dzeko then put Inter into the lead 10 minutes after the restart. Inter then got the third goal of the match after Jose Luis Palomino put the ball into his own net. Palomino then appeared at the other end of goal and scored one for Atalanta, bringing the score 2-3. A wretched week for Roma as they dropped once again, this time against Torino, with Carlo Linetti scoring 10 minutes after the restart. The Giallorossi needed a 94th minute equalizer from Nemanja Matic to save the day. Juventus have been storming up the table recently, like I've said a few matches ago, that they will somehow climb up back to the top, and they have with this win against Lazio, 3-0 win, with Moise Kean scoring 2 goals. he's been in a bit of a run of form these past few games. A third Juventus goal scored by Arkadiusz Milik, putting the Bianconeri in the top 3 in the league before the World Cup break. Napoli played their game before Milan and they had opened up an 11-point lead. So Milan had to win their match against Fiorentina. Milan started off brightly with Rafael Leao scoring in the 2nd minute of the game. But Antonin Barak equalized for the Viola just before the half hour. Milan could have fallen behind but for Fikayo Tomori's tackle on Jonathan Ikone, which I really feel was a penalty. This is the second time that a Milan team has benefited from a referee's decision against Fiorentina. The first was Inter a few weeks ago when Di Marco had tackled Giacomo Bonaventura on the knee and he wasn't even shown a yellow card, much less a red one. It was correctly given a penalty, but no red card for that tackle. That is ridiculous. To be honest, Milan wasn't playing really well on that day. Fiorentina were the better team and they could have won it. But in the end, Milan got the win thanks to a Milenkovic own goal. But in the build-up to that goal, Alfred Duncan was fouled. That goal shouldn't have happened and it should have been at least a draw. That would have been a fairer result. And the rest of the scores for match week 15. Empoli beat Cremonese 2-0. Napoli beat Udinese 3-2. That was a close one. Sampdoria lost to Lecce 2-0 while Bologna beat Sassuolo 3-0. Monza put their disappointment in midweek behind by beating Salernitana 3-0. And Hellas Verona once again lost, this time to Spezia. And here is the league standing after 15 games before we break for the World Cup. Napoli up top having an 8-point lead over Milan in 2nd place. Juventus are in 3rd with 31 points while Lazio and Inter share the 4th spot with 30 points. Atalanta and Roma are tied with 27 points while Udinese are in 8th. While surprises of the season, Udinese and Torino are in 8th and 9th place respectively. Fiorentina in 10th tied with Bologna on 19 points, while Cremonese, Sampdoria and Hellas Verona will stay at the bottom till January. So it's World Cup season, even though Italy did not qualify for this World Cup finals. But I will be joining my friends Sofyan and Jas in our live World Cup show coming soon, just like our Euro finals show. And that's all I have for you today. Thank you for watching. Ciao ciao.